Welcome back to GH Always channel. Today we will learn about the latest issue shaking Port Charles. After a tumultuous 4-year absence brought on by a coma, Lulu Spencer has finally awakened only to discover that her beloved daughter, Charlotte Cassadine, disappeared without a trace. Although Lulu is relieved to be back among the living, she quickly realizes that her time away has left her with an overwhelming list of changes and missed events in her personal life. Now more determined than ever, Lulu has made it her top priority to track Charlotte down and bring her home. Shortly after Lulu emerges from her coma, she begins piecing together the scattered reports about her daughter's sudden disappearance. The name at the center of Charlotte's vanishing act is Valentin Cassadine, Charlotte's father and Lulu's longtime adversary. According to what Lulu has managed to uncover, Valentin took Charlotte out of Port Charles earlier in the year, just as rumors were circulating that he was once again tangled up with the notorious pikeman group. Initially, Valentin claimed that he had reformed and wanted a fresh start. But as Lulu soon learns, Valentin's conscience was overshadowed by his thirst for power. When Jack Brennan, the original head of pikemen, was temporarily sent to prison, Valentin seized control of the organization in Brennan's absence. This cunning move placed him in prime position to maneuver behind the scenes, but also made him an FBI target. Enter Anna Devane, who had a complicated history with Valentin and wanted desperately to protect him. Anna discovered that Valentin had returned to his old ways and quietly passed on critical information to the authorities about his involvement. However, her desire to keep Valentin from facing severe consequences led her to warn him that the FBI was about to close in. In doing so, Anna inadvertently paved the way for Valentin to flee with Charlotte. Now, she grapples with deep guilt, especially after discovering that Lulu has regained consciousness to a world in which her little girl has vanished. Anna feels responsible for Lulu's heartbreak, and she is determined to make amends. As Lulu confronts this astonishing twist in her life, she finds a surprising ally in Jason Morgan. Known for his fierce loyalty and lethal skill set, Jason is no stranger to taking on shadowy organizations or unscrupulous figures around Port Charles. But their mission is far from simple. Not only must they outsmart the pikeman group's extensive resources and possible moles within law enforcement, they also have to navigate the involvement of Jack Brennan, who is now free again. While it appears Brennan may share Lulu's goal, rescuing Charlotte from danger, no one can be entirely sure of his true agenda. Is Brennan seeking redemption, or is he just trying to regain his position of power within pikemen? Lulu's search grows more urgent by the day. She feels that any delay could put Charlotte at risk, especially if Valentin's escape plan faltered. Then comes the bombshell phone call Lulu has been yearning for. Mere days before Christmas, Charlotte reaches out to her mother. Lulu's heart soars at the sound of her daughter's voice, yet her excitement quickly transforms into dread as Charlotte delivers shocking news: Valentin Cassadine, father and once ruthless manipulator, may have been killed. Charlotte's voice trembles with both heartbreak and fear, suggesting that a dangerous assassin has taken Valentin out, possibly because he knew too many secrets about the pikeman group or other treacherous forces lurking in the shadows. This revelation leaves Lulu struggling to accept the idea that her daughter has lost her father. Despite all of Valentin's crimes and manipulations, he was still Charlotte's dad. And now, if Charlotte is truly on her way back to Port Charles, the stakes are enormous. Lulu is determined to protect Charlotte at all costs, but she remains haunted by pressing questions. Is Valentin really gone, or could his death be another cunning ruse to hide from the FBI or from pikemen's deadly wrath? If it's not a trick, then who is behind the murder? Is Brennan seeking revenge for being ousted from his own organization? Or is an even bigger menace bent on eliminating anyone who knows too much? Meanwhile, Anna's anguish continues to mount as she regrets the day she tipped off Valentin. She is resolved to help Lulu in any way possible, convinced that the only way to atone for her mistake is to reunite Lulu with her daughter. Anna enlists the help of Jason, and together they push the boundaries of Port Charles's criminal underworld in hopes of uncovering fresh leads about Charlotte's location and Valentin's fate. Yet every clue they uncover raises more troubling possibilities. Could pikemen have splintered internally, turning on their own former leader? Did Valentin manage to orchestrate his own death to vanish off the grid? And even if Lulu and Charlotte are reunited, will the killers set their sights on them next? From Lulu's perspective, the whirlwind of awakening from a coma and realizing that her life has been upended cannot be underestimated. She has already missed so many moments, birthdays, holidays, countless milestones, and she refuses to be denied any further time with her daughter. No one can hold Lulu back now that her maternal instincts are in full force, driving her past any fear or hesitation. If there is a chance that Valentin survived, Lulu needs answers. If he truly is gone, she is determined to ensure that Charlotte is safe, no matter the cost. Even Jack Brennan's exact motivations remain elusive. Some in Port Charles believe he wants to regain Pikeman's power, while others speculate he might be seeking to eliminate all loose ends, including Charlotte, to keep Pikeman's secrets under wraps. Despite these unknowns, Lulu, Anna, and Jason will not stand idly by. Instead, they will race against time, hoping to intercept Charlotte before she falls into the wrong hands. Their high-stakes rescue mission promises to reveal hidden truths, unexpected alliances, and possibly even new enemies. The stage is set for a Christmas reunion, one that could be joyful, devastating, or both. Will Charlotte walk into her mother's arms with answers that blow the town apart? Could Valentin Cassidine's demise be the final chapter of his legacy, or might he rise from the shadows to prove, once again, that cunning never dies so easily? And, perhaps most concerning of all, is there an even larger threat behind Valentin's disappearance, one that neither Lulu nor Anna have yet begun to fathom? Stay tuned to GH Always channel for every twist and turn in this rapidly unfolding drama. Lulu Spencer's fight to reunite her family may pit her against one of the most dangerous criminal syndicates in General Hospital history, testing her resolve to the breaking point. As Christmas approaches in Port Charles, hearts ache for answers, and the tension has never been higher. Will Charlotte finally make it home safely? Is Valentin Cassidine truly lost to the darkness? Or is a bigger, more terrifying force moving the pieces behind the scenes, ready to strike just when no one expects it? Next, we're diving into the dramatic return of Lulu Spencer on General Hospital. With a new actress taking on the role and a whirlwind of action-packed storylines, there's plenty to unpack. From miraculous recoveries to daring missions, and even a touch of nostalgia, we'll explore how the new Lulu is making waves in Port Charles. Let's get started. Fans react to Alexa Havens as Lulu Spencer. The introduction of Alexa Havens as the new Lulu Spencer has sparked plenty of conversation among fans. After iconic portrayals by Julie Berman and Emmy Rylan, Havens brings her own unique take to this beloved character. While some viewers are still adjusting to the change, others have praised Havens for infusing Lulu with fresh energy and emotional depth. This version of Lulu feels both familiar and different. She combines the fierce determination of Berman's portrayal with the warmth and family-first mindset that Rylan brought to the role. At the same time, Havens adds an air of maturity and resilience, making her version of Lulu stand out. Fans are divided on whether this new iteration will live up to expectations, but one thing is clear: Lulu's return is shaking things up in Port Charles. For longtime viewers, the shift is bittersweet, as it marks the end of an era while opening the door to exciting new possibilities. What do you think about Havens as Lulu? Has she captured the spirit of the character, or are you still longing for the previous portrayals? Lulu's unstoppable energy, realism, or soap magic? One of the most talked about aspects of Lulu's return is her miraculous recovery. After spending 4 years in a coma and undergoing a kidney transplant, Lulu not only woke up but also hit the ground running, literally. She managed to sneak out of her hospital bed, hitchhike back to Port Charles, and dive headfirst into a series of high-stakes reunions and missions. From reconnecting with her family to plotting the rescue of her missing daughter Charlotte, Lulu's energy seems limitless. Her stitches have miraculously stayed intact, her new kidney is functioning perfectly, and she barely needs to rest. While fans love a strong and determined Lulu, some are questioning whether this rapid recovery stretches the boundaries of even soap opera believability. Still, soaps have always required a suspension of disbelief, and Lulu's resilience might just be a testament to her unyielding spirit. Whether you find her recovery inspiring or implausible, there's no denying that it keeps the storyline moving at breakneck speed. Lulu's mission: rescuing Charlotte. At the heart of Lulu's return is her unwavering determination to bring her daughter Charlotte Cassadine back home. Charlotte has been missing, presumably under the care of her father, Valentin Cassadine, and her safety has been a constant source of concern for Lulu. On December 23, Charlotte finally made contact, providing Lulu with the information she needed to launch a daring rescue mission. This storyline brings echoes of classic General Hospital drama, with Lulu channeling the fearless, action-oriented version of herself that fans remember from Julie Behrman's era. At the same time, her dedication to family and her softer, nurturing side reflect the traits Emmy Rylan brought to the role. As Lulu embarks on this Mission Impossible-style operation, viewers can expect a mix of suspense, action, and emotional stakes. Will she succeed in reuniting with Charlotte, or will Valentin have another trick up his sleeve? One thing's for sure, Lulu won't rest until her daughter is safe. Reconnecting with family, a new chapter for Lulu. Lulu's return to Port Charles has been marked by emotional reunions with her family. Her mother, Laura Collins, was overjoyed to have her daughter awake and back in her life. Lulu's brother, Lucky Spencer, and her son, Rocco Falconeri, have also welcomed her home with open arms. However, her reunion with ex-husband Dante Falconeri has been bittersweet, as he is still grieving the loss of his girlfriend, Sam McCall, who died saving Lulu. These interactions have showcased the many layers of Lulu's character. She's a mother, a daughter, a sister, and a friend, all while carrying the weight of her own recovery and the urgency of her mission to find Charlotte. Through it all, Lulu has shown a remarkable ability to balance her emotions with her determination, making her one of the most dynamic characters in Port Charles. For fans, these reunions have been a nostalgic reminder of the strong family ties that have always defined Lulu's storyline. At the same time, they set the stage for new developments as Lulu navigates her relationships in the wake of her return. A blend of old and new, Lulu's evolution. One of the most fascinating aspects of Lulu's storyline is how it blends elements from her past portrayals with new characteristics brought by Alexa Havens. Fans of Julie Behrman's version will recognize the fierce, take-charge attitude that made Lulu a standout character from 2005 to 2013. Meanwhile, Emmy Rylan's portrayal from 2013 onward emphasized Lulu's softer, more nurturing side. Havens strikes a balance between these two approaches while adding her own unique flair. This version of Lulu feels older, wiser, and more reflective, but she hasn't lost the spunk and determination that fans have come to love. Her ability to adapt to her circumstances while staying true to herself is a testament to both the character's resilience and the skill of the actress portraying her. This evolution ensures that Lulu remains a vital part of General Hospital while offering a fresh perspective that keeps her storyline engaging and relevant. What's next for Lulu in Port Charles? As Lulu settles back into life in Port Charles, the possibilities for her storyline are endless. Her mission to rescue Charlotte is just the beginning, as her relationships with her family, her ex-husband Dante, and even potential new allies continue to evolve. Will her determination to reunite with her daughter lead to unexpected alliances or dangerous confrontations? And how will she navigate the lingering grief and tension surrounding Sam's death? For viewers, Lulu's return represents a blend of nostalgia and anticipation. Her presence promises to bring both emotional depth and high-stakes drama to the show, keeping fans invested in her journey. Next, we're uncovering a major twist brewing on General Hospital. Fans are abuzz with speculation about Gio Palmieri and his mysterious origins. Is he the secret love child of Brook Lynn and Dante Falconeri? With hints pointing toward a long-buried family secret, let's break down every clue, explore how the truth might unravel, and imagine the chaos it could bring to Port Charles. Buckle up, this one's a roller coaster. A church confessional, the catalyst for truth? Let's start with the intriguing possibility of a confession scene that could blow the lid off this storyline. The holidays are a time for reflection, forgiveness, and revelations, and General Hospital has a history of using religious moments to heighten drama. Imagine Lois Cerullo, burdened by guilt, entering a church to finally unburden herself of the secret she's carried for decades. But what if the person behind the confessional screen isn't a priest? The drama would skyrocket if it turned out to be someone with their own agenda, someone like Cyrus Rennell or Jen Sidwell. These villains could manipulate Lois's vulnerability to further their schemes, adding a layer of danger to the revelation. Alternatively, Lulu Spencer, always in the thick of unfolding secrets, could overhear and set the wheels in motion for Joe's true identity to be revealed. Even more shocking would be if Harrison Chase himself stumbled upon the confession. How would he react to learning that Brook Lynn kept such a monumental secret from him and about their shared history? A church confession scene would not only provide a cinematic moment of tension but also push the storyline forward in a dramatic and unforgettable way. Lois Cerullo, the Keeper of Secrets. Lois Cerullo's role in this mystery is as compelling as it is confounding. Known for her big personality and even bigger heart, Lois has always been a character who speaks her mind. Yet, she's kept this secret about Joe's parentage under wraps for years, a decision that's wildly out of character for her. Why would Lois keep something so monumental from her daughter, Brook Lynn, and Dante? Perhaps it's guilt or fear that revealing the truth would hurt those she loves. But carrying this secret has likely taken a toll on Lois, especially as she watches Gio integrate into Port Charles' life, unaware of his true heritage. For viewers, Lois's internal conflict adds a layer of emotional complexity to the storyline. How long can she keep this information hidden, and what will finally push her to confess? The holidays might just be the breaking point, offering Lois an opportunity to unburden herself and set the stage for the truth to come out. Brook Lynn's mysterious first pregnancy. The key to understanding Joe's origins lies in Brook Lynn's first pregnancy, a storyline filled with ambiguity and potential heartbreak. Spoilers hint that Brook Lynn believes her first child died or that the situation was so traumatic she buried the memory entirely. Could this have been the result of a camp fling with Dante Falconeri during their teenage years? Brook Lynn's decision to keep this chapter of her life a secret suggests deeper layers of pain and possibly PTSD. It's not in her character to lie out of malice, so her silence likely stems from a place of fear and self-preservation. Revisiting this past could be both cathartic and devastating for Brook Lynn, forcing her to confront emotions she's long suppressed. The revelation of Joe's parentage would be a seismic shift for Brook Lynn, shaking her to her core. How will she cope with discovering that the son she thought she lost has been living in Port Charles all along? And how will this impact her relationship with Chase, who is unknowingly connected to this story? Joe's place in Port Charles, a long-lost son? Gio Palmieri has slowly been finding his footing in Port Charles, but his connection to Brook Lynn and Dante could give him a much deeper tie to the town than he realizes. Fans have pieced together clues, suspecting that Gio is the child Brook Lynn believed she lost years ago. A revelation that would send shockwaves through the Quartermain and Falconeri families. Joe's understated presence contrasts with the larger-than-life personalities around him, making him a fascinating addition to the canvas. His interactions with Trina Robinson and Jocelyn Jacks show a thoughtful, introspective side, but his quiet demeanor could be hiding questions about his own past. If he learns the truth about his parentage, how will he react? Will he embrace his newfound family, or will the weight of the revelation push him away? The role of Dante Falconeri. Dante's involvement in this storyline adds an emotional depth that could redefine his character. As a father to Rocco and a man grappling with loss and duty, Dante is no stranger to complicated family dynamics. Learning that Gio is his son would force Dante to re-evaluate his past and his relationships with Brook Lynn and Lois. Dante's reaction could go in several directions. Would he feel betrayed by Brook Lynn for keeping this secret, or would he empathize with her reasons? And how would he step into the role of father to a young man who has grown up without him? Dante's journey through this revelation promises to be as emotional as it is transformative. The role of the holidays in the revelation. The holidays are a time of miracles and revelations, and General Hospital often uses this setting to deliver its most poignant moments. The festive backdrop of Christmas could serve as the perfect stage for the truth about Gio to come out. From Lois's confession to a surprise gathering where the pieces finally come together, the potential for drama is endless. Imagine a family dinner at the Courtemain mansion, where tensions simmer beneath the surface until a single comment or gesture brings the truth crashing down. The fallout would be explosive, as emotions run high and long-held secrets are exposed.